See if we're actually live again. Uh, I really kind of shot myself in the foot there. So the reason this VOD is now going to be split in half, first half, second half, and the reason the stream died, thus splitting the VOD into two halves, is because I I saw that the YouTube stream died. And realistically, I should have just let it die. We're not doing anything that important today. We're literally just grinding in Warframe. It's not like we're doing a Let's Play for the first time ever of a game I've never experienced before. It's not like we're doing a challenge stream of anything crazy. We're just grinding ducats in Warframe. And therefore, when I saw the YouTube stream die, I should have just let it die. But I tried to restart the YouTube stream, and somehow when I restarted the YouTube stream, that killed my Twitch stream as well. So I just had to restart everything. I don't know why, but hopefully we're back. If you can hear me, cool. It looks like everything's working. I at least see that I'm live on YouTube. I see that I'm live on Twitch. I have people typing in the Twitch chat, so that's cool. I am so sorry. I should have just let the YouTube stream die. Like I said, it's not like we're doing anything crazy important. But when I saw the I don't know, when I saw the stream die on YouTube, I tried to fix it. Instead, I just made it worse. Literally shot myself in the foot. Anyways, let's put the music back on. I did play one mission off stream. Didn't get anything good. Just a bronze reward that was worth 15 ducats, so that sucks. But one thing we did get was a crazy amount of argon crystals. We got 6 argon crystals. So obviously, I want to try to find some use for those 6 argon crystals. Oh, we could use them right here, actually. We could craft the Mesa Prime Neuroptics, the Loki Enigma helmet, and the Jade Yarolt helmet, if you're so inclined. I don't even know if I said that properly, but cool. Okay. Wait, I still have 1 argon crystal left. How is that possible? I thought that added up to 6. No, I still have 1 left. How is that possible? Well, is there anything I can craft with 1 argon crystal? We'll wait. Maybe we'll get more throughout the course of tonight's stream. Because there's a couple things I could craft if I get like 3 argon crystals. Anyways, I should probably send a message in the Discord. Letting people know that we're live again. Cool. Anyways, we'll keep running these fissure missions for now. I'm going to hit my max here soon, so we'll make this Relic Radiant just so I don't max out. And then keep going. Anyways, what were we talking about last in the chat, brother? Can you remind me? Because when I had to restart my stream software, it also restarted my chat, and now my chat is just completely gone. It's been cleared away. It's been erased. What were we talking about last? What was going on? Because I know there was a couple chat messages I didn't get to read because the stream was quite literally glitching out. So if you're able to remind me, I would appreciate that. Oh yeah, her computer. Yeah, hopefully she plugs that graphics card in. Oh yeah, I was saying how I also have not upgraded a computer in a long, long time. And I haven't built a computer from scratch in over 10 years. So I admittedly was not going to be much help. I'm glad you were able to help her in the DMs because I would not be able to help at all. It, like, it's almost sad because when I built my PC 10 years ago, it was so much fun. It was really cool to like learn a new skill. And now I feel like that skill has probably definitely been erased from my memory. I would not be able to do it again. I'd have to like go rewatch the same YouTube tutorials and read the same articles that I read 10 years ago. Like, it's as if I learned nothing. But that's also just kind of the nature of doing something once 10 years ago and then never again. And as I was saying at the end of the stream, right around the time when it crashed, so I don't know if you guys heard this or not, I've only ever upgraded my PC once during those 10 years. So, like, literally, I have only opened up my computer and changed something inside of it once in 10 years. And it was to upgrade my graphics card. And it wasn't even a good upgrade. Like, my old graphics card that I first installed was an NVIDIA 760. And now I have, like, an NVIDIA 1060 that I bought secondhand off of a friend. Which is why most of the games I play on stream are in, like, low settings. And even some of them still run at pretty minimal FPS. Like, funnily enough, coincidentally enough, one of the games that is the most intensive on my computer is Warframe, the game we're playing right now. And I play this game in low settings, and it still will lag often. So, that's just the nature of having a 10-year-old computer with a crazy outdated graphics card. Like, I'll admit that. And honestly, my computer is starting to get so old and so just beyond saving that I'm getting to the point where I might just have to start over. Like, I don't think I can build this one up to something worthwhile. Like, I don't think I can save this PC, is what I'm saying. However, what sucks is, like, I also can't just buy a whole brand new PC right now because it's so expensive. Like, the PC peripheral market is fucking insane because AI has just ruined everything. Not just gaming, but it's ruined, you know, the environment, the economy. It's ruined families. I can't even enjoy a goddamn Christmas Eve with my grandparents anymore without them trying to show me these AI slot videos of some fucking child from a third world country singing on America's Got Talent. They have the voice of an angel. I don't have the heart to tell them it's fucking AI. Or, like, my grandmother loves to repost pictures on Facebook of some child in a third world country who built, like, an artistic monument out of, like, trash or rubble. Like, she'll repost a picture of some child in Africa who built a giant elephant statue out of recycled water bottles. And it's the most obvious AI thing ever, and it's like, it's honestly depressing. Like, it makes me nihilistic to see how many people in my family and, like, friends circle, and most of them are from the older generation, are just constantly, daily, reposting AI. Like, people talk about AI psychosis under the pretense of, like, people kind of going into a psychotic break because of their interactions directly with AI. I feel like I'm gonna have secondhand AI psychosis. The same way, like, people have secondhand smoke inhalation because their parents or family members smoke cigarettes in the house. I feel like I'm gonna have secondhand AI psychosis because my family members are constantly posting the dumbest, most obvious AI shit, and it just makes me depressed that, like, as a human society, we're falling for the most basic brain slop, AI slop, just content slop. Like, it's like the equivalent of gruel. Like, take the food equivalent of like gray matter gruel that you would serve to a peasant and turn it into content on your phone, content on Facebook. You're back. I am back. Yeah, the stream hikey died. It was low-key my fault. So the stream died on YouTube, and I tried to fix it. I tried to revive the stream on YouTube, and it killed the Twitch stream as well. And I should have known better, because that's happened before in the past, where, like, if one stream dies, and I try to just revive it, the other stream dies as well, and I have to restart from scratch. Like, I have to turn both streams off and both streams back on again. I don't know why. Like, super counterintuitive. You would think that wouldn't happen. It's something that really annoys me. And I don't know who to blame. I'm pretty sure it's the stream software I use. And I don't want to blame them for everything, because, you know, it could be my fault, you know, could be user error. But, like, this has now happened on 2 different internets at 2 different houses. So we can confirm it's not the location, it's not the internet, because I moved recently and it's still happening. And again, I don't think something as simple as trying to turn my YouTube stream back on would turn my Twitch stream off. Like, I'm not that dumb, and I'm smart enough to hit the correct buttons on a menu. I genuinely just think the stream software I use is kind of mediocre. But then again, most stream softwares are pretty mediocre. It's just a bit of a bummer. To blame everyone. Yeah, I don't take accountability. The last thing I'm going to do is take accountability. That's for damn sure. Literally, the only good stream software out there is just regular OBS. However, the reason I don't use regular OBS is because in order to get regular OBS to do what I want it to do, I have to inject so many mods, third-party applications, and bullshit into it that, like, it's simpler and less demanding on my computer to just use a third-party version of OBS. Because then I don't have to inject a ton of mods or third-party applications into OBS. I just have one third-party version of OBS that has everything I want already in it. The problem is, the third-party version of OBS I'm using is kind of dog trash. But then again, like I said, every stream software is kind of dog trash. If there was, like, one good stream software, if there was one unanimous, amazing stream software, every streamer would use it. But there isn't, which is why when you ask, like, any streamer, whether they're a small streamer, a middle-sized streamer, or even, like, the biggest streamers out there, they usually give you a different answer as to what stream software they use. Whether it be OBS, OBS Studio, Stream Elements, Streamlabs OBS, Metal, I think is one of them. I haven't experimented with that one much. I could care less. But, like, there's no unanimous option because they all kind of suck. It's a bit of a bummer. Yeah, like, it really is the most counterintuitive thing, and it makes me so annoyed that all I wanted to do was restart my YouTube stream because the YouTube stream died. And instead, my stream software killed the Twitch stream as well. So now both streams are dead, and I'm not live on either platform. Like, if I knew it was going to do that, I wouldn't have even attempted to restart the YouTube stream. I was fine with just staying live on Twitch and not being live on YouTube. But instead, it killed my Twitch stream, and now I'm live nowhere, so I had to restart everything. So fucking stupid. I don't understand, bro. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, about like AI psychosis. It just makes me genuinely sad when I see like so many of my family members, and again, they're usually of the older generation, posting AI content just blissfully unaware that it's AI. Or like my biggest frustration lately have been these AI posters or banners people have been posting. And that's also mostly prevalent on Facebook because Facebook makes it so easy just to make a Facebook generated AI banner for your like event that you're hosting on Facebook or a group that you are the admin of on Facebook. And therefore, my family will oftentimes make Facebook events for little get-togethers or birthday parties. And one of my family members who hosts these events on Facebook, they will make AI banners for the events, and it just pisses me off. It's like, do you not have the creative skill to just generate an image with your own mind, your own hands, maybe a little bit of Photoshop, or just take a fucking picture on your phone? Like, this is a birthday party. Why don't you just take a picture of the birthday girl? Why do we have to do an AI generated image that's killing the planet and killing my goddamn will to live? Also, this rant that I'm going on just went here. Worth it? Is it worth it for you to make a shitty AI generated image for your daughter's birthday where she looks like some weird anamorph image of a like Zootopia character? Is that what we want to do? Is that how you want her to be remembered? Needless to say, I'm not going to that fucking birthday party. Yeah, it was really funny. So, because I'm a little petty, and because I just, again, have so much, like, nihilism and sadness and almost, like, depression about the world dying because of these dumbass people that can't help but constantly waste away any creative thought, human process, or the little clean water we have on this planet to use AI. But mostly because I'm petty. When I ended up making a Facebook event for the housewarming party that Abby and I are going to have, because, you know, naturally, when you buy your first house, you got to have a housewarming party and invite the family over. We made a Facebook event, invited all of our family to it, and the banner for that Facebook event was something I made in Photoshop by hand with no AI, and I put a little sticker at the bottom of it in Photoshop, and the sticker quite literally said, "Made with zero AI." Because, like, it's so easy. It's so easy to take a couple pictures of the house, a selfie of me and Abby, a selfie of our dog, throw the address up on the image, like, like, it's so easy to edit those pictures together into a little collage, put the address of our house on that collage, and there you go. You have a banner for a housewarming party. No fucking AI needed. I didn't need to fucking waste away any human creativity. In fact, I got to be more creative and refine my Photoshop skills instead of become the human embodiment of the floating fucking potatoes from the movie Wall-E. Like, that's what our human society is becoming nowadays. We're just becoming the humans from Wall-E that are floating around on little, like, hovering chairs. No thoughts behind their eyes. No actual human synapses going through their brains. And it makes me so depressed. Whenever I see one of my family members post like an AI generated image to Facebook, that's what I equate them to. And I don't feel bad. Oh, fuck. I got a Banshee Prime chassis. And I won't apologize. Like, if you're posting AI generated pictures or videos, I think you are the equivalent of the humans from Wall-E. Sorry, not sorry, actually. Like, the whole point of life is to learn and grow and experience. And there's just none of that with typing in a prompt and making some fucking AI generated data center that's hogging all the water and electricity. Do it for you. Anyways. Oh, wait. The fuck? Why am I still in a lobby with that random person? It was weird. Like, glitched out for a sec. Why did it do that, actually? Interesting. Alright, well, this will be the last time we can do this capture mission. Apologies, the conversation, the topic of the stream got a little, I don't know, toxic, a little heated. I blame it on the fact that my stream glitched out. My stream glitched out, got me pissed off, and now we're just talking about things that make me pissed off. But yeah. I don't know, man. I'll also be honest, the other reason I was really annoyed the stream glitched out is because it wasted even more of my time. Because the stream tonight already started late. And we talked a little bit about why, you know, partially because I slept for so long. But another reason the stream started so late is because I saw that Warframe got a skin added to Fortnite, which got me really excited. Like, I was so hyped. Like, damn, I can play as a literal Warframe character in Fortnite. And, you know, normally when Fortnite adds skins from other, you know, franchises, IPs, or even real-life people, I usually don't care. Like, you know, they add Travis Scott to Fortnite, I usually don't have a first reaction, first response of, oh, how cool, I can play as Travis Scott. My first response is, well, what about, like, the 6 people that died at his concert? Like, feel like we never talk about that. Why did that just get swept under the rug? And therefore, like, again, normally I could give a fuck less. You know, they add Bugs Bunny to Fortnite, whatever. But Warframe is a game that I have over 1,000 hours in, and it's the game that I have the third most hours in the grand totality of my life. So when Fortnite added a Warframe skin, I got really hyped, especially because you can get this skin for extremely cheap if you already have, you know, your Warframe account attached to your Epic Games account if they're linked. So I tried to do that. The problem was, I forgot I don't have Warframe installed to Epic Games. I have Warframe installed on Steam, technically. So I had to install Warframe on Steam, or sorry, uninstall Warframe on Steam, install it on Epic Games, and then go through the process of adding my account over there. It took way longer than I thought, I'm gonna be honest. It took like almost an hour to get everything transferred over and unlock the skin in Fortnite. However, hello? Where's my reward? Okay. Got me worried for a second. I thought it glitched out. All of these suck. Whatever. Yeah. Even though it took a far longer time than I expected, it also took a while because then I had to get Warframe logged back in on Steam. So I uninstalled it on Epic Games after I got the skin. Installed it back on Steam, logged back in on Steam, because last thing I want to do is play Warframe on Epic. Gross. But it was tedious, needless to say. But after all that hard work, I do have the Warframe skin on Fortnite. Specifically, it's Excalibur. Alright, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, chat. I forgot there was so much, like, opera music in the Final Fantasy X soundtrack. It's catching me off guard. It is really catching me off guard. Every time I just hear a random man singing, like, opera, I'm a little perplexed. Alright. Also, while I was gone, while the stream was not working, I heard that your computer did start working. So maybe that was a fair trade. My computer stopped working, so your computer could start working. How's it going, Emily? How's the boot up process treating you? Hopefully setup is not being too difficult. I hate this little section of parkour. I always forget where I'm supposed to go. Oh wait, I'm getting killed right now. Oh no, I'm being electrocuted. I might die. Damn, I died. I didn't realize I was being electrocuted. That's awkward. I don't even know what electricity I got stuck in. That's crazy. I literally didn't see it happen. I don't know what electrocuted me or like what I got caught up in. That's wild. Everything's set up, I think. I'm just downloading all the stuff I use. Plus games I want to play, you know? That's good, that's good. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I know you said it's a cheaper PC, but I'm still low-key jealous because, like, I'm running a 10-year-old PC, and I've wanted to upgrade this for the longest time now. But obviously, like we were ranting about, everything's so expensive now because AI. So, like, eventually one day, I'm gonna upgrade this. I have to. Like, I'm barely able to run modern games. Like, I can run them on low settings. And even games like Warframe, I'll run Warframe on low settings and I'll still lag out sometimes. So it's rough. And I've just accepted that one day this computer is going to probably just become a backup, almost like a home office computer. And I'll have to get something newer. But for now, it's holding strong. Yeah, for a little under 1,000, I'm very happy with everything. That's good. I'm very glad to hear that. I'm happy for you. Oh, that's 45 ducats. I will take that. For a bronze tier reward, I'll take 45. Not bad. Yeah. We have, I don't know. At least a couple more years, I think I can get out of this computer before it truly is unusable. Alright, we have a lot of really bad missions. Oh my god, it's just defense, defense, defense. Disruption, disruption. Like, dog. Let's go to the exterminate mission on Earth. I've hit my max. Let's upgrade this one. Unlucky. Unlucky. We're playing with someone whose name is just C-Dot. Honestly, that's kind of sick. How did he get the name of a Pokemon? Brother sniped a Pokemon as his username. Usually that's really rare. Especially in a game as popular as Warframe. Like, I would have imagined most Pokemon's names have already been, you know, stolen by now. But we're playing with the official C-Dot. The one and only. That's crazy. Oh my god. These teammates are also insane. They're killing every enemy so quickly. It's like, upon instant spawn. The moment the enemies spawn in, they're dead. I'm doing such little damage. I'll get like one bullet in the enemies before they die. This is crazy. Here's an enemy that hasn't been killed yet. There we go. We got one. Let's go, boys. Not bad. See, I don't feel bad, though, when I get in a team like this, in a squad that's just amazing. Because I play Necros in these Fissure missions, so not only am I playing support, but I'm also helping us get extra items. Not bad. I'm also helping us get extra loot and extra what's it called? Oh my god, I can't. The reactant. That's what it's called. in order to unlock the fissures. So I'm helping as a support character, and therefore I don't feel too terribly bad when I get on a superior squad who's just eliminating enemies instantly, like the squad. That squad was insane. They were so good at the game. A12. I don't have a lot of A12s. We're not going to waste that one, but I do want to use more Radiant Relics. E2? I got some E2s. Oh, but you know what? I should be smart about... Hold up. I should max this out again. Smart. We're thinking ahead. We're thinking ahead of the game. Being smart. Yeah. What's funny, too, is the Warframe skin that I now have in Fortnite is one of the only, like, licensed skins I really have in Fortnite. All of my other Fortnite skins were from, like, previous battle passes. And by previous battle passes, I'm talking from, like, the OG seasons. Like, now, I don't want to be too exaggeratory here. I think I do have one or two, like, licensed skins not owned by Fortnite. For example, I have, like, an NFL skin. But, like, otherwise, all of my skins are, like, the Drift skin from the original Season 4, Chapter 4, whichever it was. Season 1, Chapter 4, whatever. Like, I have the Drift skin, or I have the AIM skin. Like, nowadays, you play a Fortnite Battle Pass, and almost all of the skins in that Fortnite Battle Pass are gonna be something franchised, not owned by Fortnite, like a third party. But back in the day, like when First Night Fort came out, what did I just say? I mixed up my words. Did I just say when First Night Fort came out? Am I having a stroke? Holy shit. That's so funny. Back in the day when Fortnite first came out, the first, like, several battle passes had nothing of, like, third-party franchisee, you know, type of skins in them. Everything was Fortnite's original skins, original designs. And because those were the only battle passes I bought back in the day, those are the only battle passes I own. Yeah, like, I just... Okay, well, that's so stupid. Whoever autoed that mission is an idiot. They were about to screw everyone over. Literally no patience, no brain, no thought behind their eyes. Anyways, because the only battle passes I ever really bought for Fortnite were the OG battle passes, all of the skins I own in Fortnite are like original Fortnite skins. You know, I don't have like a LeBron James in Fortnite. I don't got like the Iron Man skin. So it is very funny when you're looking at my my loadout of skins in Fortnite, the options I now have available, because it's like all of the kind of OG, almost default designs, like very clearly just the default skin but edited a little, Because that's how a lot of the original designs were. They just took the default Fortnite character and they put like a cool backpack on him. Or they gave him a cool mask, like with the Drift skin, which was always one of my favorite skins. So I have like all of these very similar looking characters. They all just kind of look like default Fortnite character. And then it's just Excalibur from Warframe. Like, he looks so out of place in my Warframe loadout. Like, not everything I have is just like a default human character on Fortnite. Obviously, I have like the original Peely, but even the original Peely is kind of like a default Fortnite character. And in contrast, Excalibur from Fortnite looks crazy different than just Peely does. It's so funny. But even though I don't play much Fortnite anymore, I've pretty much, I don't want to say it with such concrete verbiage, but I've all but given up that game. I will only play Fortnite if my friends ask me to, and I have a guaranteed squad of people. What I can say with concrete terminology and wording is that I have quit Fortnite by myself. Like, I will not be playing Fortnite by myself anymore. However, because I'm not playing Fortnite much anymore, having the Warframe skin is arguably a waste. You could say that. You could say it's a waste. But again, I got it for really cheap, just by like connecting my Warframe account. So, yeah, I'm not gonna complain. I'm just, I don't know, laughing at how silly the Warframe character looks in Fortnite. It's something I would have never expected either. Like, Warframe in Fortnite is a hilarious concept. But bet your ass, anytime I do end up playing Warframe, or sorry, got my words backwards there. Anytime I end up playing Fortnite in the future, which again, it'll be rare. I'll only probably play with friends when they ask me to. And thus, that'll probably be rare, 'cause even my friends don't play Warframe. I keep mixing up the two words, holy shit. Even my friends don't play Fortnite a ton anymore. But like, you know, if my friends ask me to play Fortnite, I'll still play, but otherwise, I'm not playing, and therefore, it'll probably be rare that I ever play Fortnite in the future, but bet your ass if I am going to be playing Fortnite anytime on stream in the future, every time on stream, I will be using the Warframe character. I will be the Fortnite Warframe skin. It's crazy how much I keep mixing them up. I'm so sorry, Emily. I'm just like gaslighting you into playing Warframe. I'm like hypnotizing you. Fortnite, 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 Warframe, Warframe, Warframe. I don't know why I keep mixing them up. Yeah. It's gonna be my new default skin in Fortnite. The Warframe Excalibur skin is my new main. It's my new default skin. I don't think I'm ever going to use another skin because like Warframe has just such a special place in my heart. Now obviously there are some other skins out there that are cool. Like, I do really like the Drift skin because it's such an OG skin that very few people have and it looks dope as fuck. But like otherwise, there's not a lot of those OG skins that I have that I really care about. Because again, a lot of those OG skins are so basic. that like it's kind of hard to be proud of something that's just like Jonesy, but he's got black hair instead of brown hair. Like those OG skins, they aren't doing themselves many favors. Like, truthfully, I'm only proud of some of the skins I have because they're old. Because they're skins that I unlocked from battle passes that are now almost a decade old. I don't like many of the skins because they actually look good. Like, the only exception really is the drift skin. I think the drift skin actually looks good. In fact, one of the only skins that I actually like for its looks is a skin I bought. So it wasn't from a battle pass, and that's the burger skin. I like the burger skin, obviously, because it's a burger. Coincidentally, another like Fortnite original skin. I never really purchased anything that wasn't Fortnite original up until this point. Can't fully explain why. There just wasn't something so enticing to me about being LeBron James in Fortnite. You know, it's not really for me. Doesn't titillate my titties. To be so honest. I have been playing a lot this season because the sprite collecting has been fun. I've heard a lot of people talk about it, but I know nothing about the sprites. For example, like, you're the first person in my chat to compare it to collecting Pokemon. How does it work, really? Like, how does it relate, or how is it, like, similar to Pokemon? I'm very curious. Very, very curious. Alright, I'll go to this panel. Oh, I forgot they changed how this mission works. It honestly looks so much cooler now. Hey, I found the hostage. Let's get it. And let's get out of here. It feels like I'm hypnotizing you. I'm so sorry, Emily. I promise it's not my intention. I'm so sorry, best friend. Yeah. Though, I can't be too harsh to Fortnite. Alright, do we want Forma, Forma, or Forma? What are we thinking, boys? Jesus Christ. I can't be too harsh to Fortnite, though, because there's a lot of games that I've pretty much quit, and I will only play if my friends want to play it. And, like, I will only play because I want to hang out with my friends, and also because, like, I think my friends are funny, and oftentimes are, like, better content on stream than I am. But, like, Fortnite is the best example of that. Like, playing Fortnite with friends, hilarious, it's so much fun, and it's oftentimes great content. Fortnite by myself, often the saddest I've ever felt, and makes me hate my life. So, like, yeah, I don't know. It's just the most potent example of that. But there are definitely other games. Like, I pretty much try to stop playing Counter-Strike by myself unless we're doing streams of Counter-Strike where I'm playing with viewers. Now, usually, like 3 of the last 4 times we've done that, I go to play Counter-Strike with viewers, and I have enough viewers in the chat where I'm not alone. But sometimes, for example, one of the last 4 times we've played Counter-Strike with viewers, I didn't have anyone in the chat who owned Counter-Strike, so I was alone. And that sucks. Like, playing Counter-Strike alone is a miserable experience. Yeah, I hate it. So Counter-Strike's another example of a game that I just will not play alone anymore. And I'm also trying to play less of it because it's just becoming kind of unfun with a lot of the recent updates they've done. I feel like they're making the game less competitive, and they also are doing nothing to stop the rampant like smurfing and cheating problem. For example, like 3 of their last 4 updates have been adding skins to the game. And then the update before all of that was cash. So they added cash, and then they've added a ton of skins to the game. But in that time, there's been no changes or improvements to anti-cheat. So cheating's still a huge problem. And so is smurfing, where like, in one of my last streams, for example, both teams had people who had been playing the game for thousands of hours. And I'm talking more than me. Like, I have a lot of hours of Counter-Strike, and they had like 10x my hours. And yet somehow they're in the lowest rank in the game? Now, granted, I was in the lowest rank in the game because I'm playing with my chat, and the people in my chat were the lowest rank in the game. So, like, you could make the argument that I'm not supposed to be there either, because I have like 3,000 hours in the game. But like, we had one dude who had over 10,000 hours in the game, and he's in the lowest rank in the game, and it's like, dog. Like, you need to get out of here. You're in the wrong place. And that game, specifically, it just kind of turned into a Smurf versus Smurf game. Where, like, we had someone on our team with an insane number of hours, and someone on the enemy team with an insane number of hours. And everyone else on the server was basically pointless. Like, even me, someone with 3,000 hours, I could barely get any kills. Meanwhile, the person in my chat, who was the lowest rank in the game, literally could not get a kill. Like, they could not get a single kill. So, like, it's just bad. It's really bad. I feel terrible for anyone who's just starting out in Counter-Strike. Like, if you're new to the game, you're never going to improve. You're never going to find a legitimate lobby. Because, like, when I played with that person from chat, the experience we had is not an outlier. It's not the minority match that you'll find. Similar to when I used to play, like, with Anthony and Sean and Nick and people, you know, like that friend group. We would play Counter-Strike, and like Sean and Anthony specifically are the lowest rank in the game. And we would constantly get games with hackers or Smurfs. Like, if you count games with Smurfs as illegitimate matches, which I personally do, but if you count hacking games and Smurf games as illegitimate, when I would play with Sean, Anthony, and Nick, 2 of the 3 of them being the lowest rank in the game, we would have more illegitimate matches in a live stream than legitimate. And I played with them a lot. So, like, it wasn't a small sample size. We had a very large data pool to choose from. Like, if you go back and watch those live streams, we probably played between like 40, 50 matches together. And in the lowest rank of the game, across 50 matches, 30 of them were probably not legitimate. And that's crazy. Like, it gets to a point where, like, you don't even want to play the game anymore. And I don't blame them if they don't want to play the game anymore. They probably don't. I can't speak for them, but they probably don't want to play the game anymore because, fun fact, I don't think I've played Counter-Strike with that friend group in months because no one from that friend group has logged into Counter-Strike in months. God dang it, I'm in the wrong mission. I'm ranting too much. I'm getting too hot and heated. I accidentally joined the wrong mission. I feel bad. I feel bad leaving those guys, but it's my fault. I don't know how I joined the wrong mission, to be honest. Must have really just not been paying attention. It gets to a point, yeah. Yeah, no, it really just is. It gets to a point where I feel like it's not worth my time. And that's why I've quit so many games. I mean, we were talking about this in the last live stream. Like, I have quit so many competitive multiplayer games in the last couple of years of my life, whether it be Apex Legends, Valorant, H1Z1. Like, I've pretty much quit Fortnite, at least when it comes to, like, playing Fortnite by myself. Like, we can say I've quit single player Fortnite. I've quit solo Fortnite. And the reason I quit, like, all these multiplayer competitive games, even outside of the FPS genre, like, I've stopped playing Pokemon Unite. Really, any multiplayer competitive game, the reason I've quit is just because most of them have started to feel like a waste of my time when I can have way more fun playing a solo game or just playing, like, a casual multiplayer game, you know? Like, having fun with my friends in a multiplayer game instead of trying to play something competitive with my friends and rip my hair out because the enemy team has, like, a hacker or a smurf. So, I don't know. Truthfully, and I also said this last stream, so apologies, I'm being a little redundant. Truthfully, the only reason I haven't completely quit Counter-Strike yet is because I have, like, 3,000 hours in that game, so I don't know. I'll feel as though I've wasted my life. Wasted 3,000 hours of my life, at least, if I quit that game. I also have a lot of hours in Fortnite, so that's why I'm still willing to play with friends. If I quit Fortnite, that'd be a lot of hours and a lot of money I spent on, I almost said Robux, holy shit. I don't know where that came from, I don't even own Roblox. A lot of money on V-Bucks that I would have wasted. Yeah, it definitely just gets to a point where it's not worth it anymore. It's a bummer, too, because, like, I truly think Counter-Strike is the best competitive shooter game of all time. At least, like, tactical competitive shooter game. I think it's the best tactical competitive shooter game, and they care more about making money off skins than they care about fucking banning cheaters or punishing people for smurfing in the lowest rank in the game with over 10,000 hours. It's crazy. Yeah, it's actually crazy. It's one of the few compliments I'll give Valorant, because I hate Valorant. I do not regret quitting Valorant, even though I also put a lot of time into Valorant. I think I have like 800 hours in Valorant, which is a lot. It's a lot of time. It's 800 hours of my life I'll never get back, but I will never play it again. I refuse to do that. And the reason I don't regret quitting is because Valorant is like the worst of both worlds. It's like the worst amalgamation between Counter-Strike and Overwatch. It's worse than both of those games, and it's trying to be some shitty combination of the two. And as much as I hate Valorant, and I will talk shit about Valorant, the one thing Valorant does very well is it bans people for cheating as a very good anti-cheat. It bans people for smurfing. They even ban people just for being toxic over there, which I think might be a little bit much. Alright, you know, I wouldn't go that far, but it also doesn't completely bother me because I'm not really toxic in game. I'm just toxic, you know, in private. I won't make fun of people to their face. I'll just rant about how stupid they are to my Twitch chat, and I'll tell my Twitch chat that I think they're, you know, arguably the worst teammates ever. Like, my teammates won't hear how mad I am at them, but my Twitch chat will hear how mad I am at my teammates. But, you know, I think that's more respectful. It's not completely respectful, I can admit that, you know. I wouldn't say I am a respectful person, but I'm more respectful than just verbally berating them to their face. I think it's more respectful to make fun of them to Twitch chat. But yeah, even though I don't necessarily agree with banning people for toxicity, I'm not gonna stop Valorant for doing it. Like, Valorant will ban people so quickly. Counter-Strike, you can cheat 10,000 hours and not get banned. And I think that's insane. So I should ask you to play Fortnite more. Gotcha. As long as I have the proper heads up, I can make arrangements, you know? I'm not opposed to it. I just, how do I word this politely? It's not high on my priority list. It also depends, like, do we got a full squad? Who are we playing with? What are we playing? What is this new season like? I realize I never read your chat message about that. So, there's 8 different sprites that have 5 variants. And looking for the variants is kind of like shiny hunting. Interesting. I could maybe be interested in this new season then. That sounds like something I'd be down for. Okay, there's just ass on my screen. Holy shit. But yeah, I don't know, man. I just I've been getting to a point lately where I'm trying to pick and choose what games I want to keep playing, what games I want to cut out of my life. I do think Counter-Strike is a game we might be taking a break from again here soon. Again, with the rare exception of, like, playing with viewers. Because I do really, really enjoy the streams that are, like, with viewers. Whether it be directly playing with viewers or, like, streams that have viewer integration in some other ways. For example, like chat picks the game that we get to play. Those chat pick the game live streams are a lot of fun, and I've been trying to do more of them lately, where you all directly get to choose what games we play. And like I said, I just enjoy having more viewer integration with my streams. So I think because of that, even though I want to take a break from Counter-Strike, I'll still probably sprinkle it in here and there just so we can play with chat. I'm also really, really close to hitting my yearly medal in Counter-Strike, my 2026 service medal. So once we unlock that, I've kind of accomplished everything I need to do in Counter-Strike this year. And that'll maybe be the make or break point for whether or not I want to keep playing further in 2026. Whether or not I want to keep playing at all in 2026. I don't know. We'll see. Don't know if you have a plan for Sunday stream, but we could try some Fortnite then. Damn right as I got my shit together. I mean, I'd still play Counter-Strike with you. I'm just saying I'm not playing Counter-Strike by myself. Similarly, I'd still play, Fortnite with you, best friend. I'm just definitely not playing that game by myself. Fuck no. I will say, I had something crazy happen in my last Counter-Strike stream. So I got my weekly drops, which normally are like, at best, a couple pennies, 2 dimes to run together. And I don't expect anything good from my weekly drops because of that, because it's usually like 20, 30 cents. However, I've heard tales, like old wives' tales, and I've seen Twitch clips of people who get their weekly drop in Counter-Strike and it's something really, really good. And for the first time in my life, after playing Counter-Strike for a decade, I finally got something actually worth money in my weekly drop. And it kind of surprised me. Now, it wasn't anything too crazy, It wasn't anything like Twitch clip worthy. And I was more just kind of like taken aback. I don't know. Is the if I play Counter-Strike by myself on stream, come shoot me play still in effect? Technically, no. That was only in effect until Cash came out. Now that Cash is out, I've rescinded that. I mean, that literally was the rule. I am not allowed to play Counter-Strike by myself until Cash comes out. That was the entire statement. That was the entire plan. However, Cash has now been released. I did, however, I did stick to my guns with that. Hi, Abby. What? I can't hear you, honey. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, give me one sec. Yeah, I did at least stick to my guns with that. For the couple months between when I put that rule in effect and when Cash was released, I never played by myself, which was nice. Anyways, give me one moment here. Alright, sorry about that, boys. Alright, where was I? Oh, yeah, but even though that rule is not still in effect, and I no longer am giving explicit consent for you to come shoot me, I am still trying to follow that rule. And like I was saying, you know, I'm only really playing Counter-Strike if I'm playing with viewers. Like I said, my last 4 Counter-Strike streams have been playing with viewers. It's been a hot minute since I've just booted up a Counter-Strike stream just to play alone by myself. And doing that consciously, I think is the more important note there. However, like we were describing earlier, sometimes when I play with viewers, as a small streamer, I don't have viewers to play with, so that just results in a natural happenstance of us being alone and solo queuing, which is unfortunate and definitely not what I would prefer. I prefer never to solo queue that game. Also, I did tell her that you said hi. I told Abby you said hi. But yeah. I don't know, man. I've been having a lot of fun playing like single player games lately, though, especially doing the chat picks the game live streams. It's been fun. I've wanted to do more like chat interactive streams, and therefore it's been I don't know, nice way to do it. As of right now, I have Discord and Steam downloaded. Download CS and Left 4 Dead. Minecraft. I said Minecry is fighting with me. I mean, maybe you are crying after Minecraft won't download. If Minecraft wasn't downloading on my computer, like, I could never play Minecraft again. I would Minecry. I hate Microsoft so much. Low-key, high-key. I also hate Microsoft. Can change the lights on the computer. This is game changing. Actually game changing. Also, we've been live for about 2 hours, so I think soon here, maybe after this mission, we'll take a break and do a quick little check just to see how much money we've obtained so far. I want to see how much money we have so far, how many ducats we've earned. Oh my gosh. My teammates kept running in front of me, which was canceling my ability to pick that item up. I don't even need that item, I just wanted it. I could not pick it up. Wait. No one captured the target. There we go. My one teammate got him. That's so funny. That was very funny, I'm not gonna lie. Started pushing buttons and the colors are changing. They also brought back the scope sniper, and I'm pretty sure headshots insta-kill. Alright, but the better question is, how much damage does it do to the body? Because my biggest complaint with sniping in Fortnite lately is that, like, body shots don't knock people. And I understand that lately, with the overshield, it's kind of impossible. And therefore, I don't expect snipers to do, like, you know, over 250 and to knock someone with overshield. But it feels like nowadays, snipers don't even do over 200. So, like, you can't even knock someone without overshield. If they've just got all of their regular shield but no overshield, they're surviving. Or if they have overshield and 2 minis, they're surviving. And that's been annoying me lately. Especially with, like, some of these snipers they've added to the game that have, like, 3 bullets in the mag and less damage, which I understand, you know, it has less damage because it has 3 bullets, but, like, the 3 bullet thing is kind of BS because it's not like a semi-auto sniper. You're not firing those 3 bullets quickly. You're still very slow to shoot. And therefore, you're very slow to shoot. And if you land one of those 3 bullets, it only does, like, 60 damage. God forbid. Like, that was pissing me off. I was getting so fed up with sniping lately. Yeah, I'd be down for another sniper that's good in Fortnite. Feels like it's been a while. Alright, boys. We have a lot of items to sell. Here's the problem. For some of these items, I don't know whether or not we already have obtained them, because this menu, like, isn't going to tell us. It doesn't tell us if we, for example, owned the AK Bronco before, or Atlas before, which is low-key annoying. That is not just low-key annoying, that's high-key annoying. So, there's gotta be a faster way to do this, bro. This is so irritating. Alright, I'm just gonna have to go through and one by one check if I own some of this stuff. But, like, it's not even telling me. Like, is there something in here that I know I own for sure? Like Limbo Prime. I'm, like, almost certain I know it. It's not even showing me that. Limbo, I don't have Limbo Prime. It's not showing me that. Oh, that sucks. Do I have the Sato Prime? I don't know. Do I have... Do I have Korra? I'm low-key annoyed right now. This menu is so god-awful. I can't even check simple things without having to go to my profile. Where's Korra? A, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Okay, well, I know that's incorrect because I own Korra. Oh, but I haven't mastered Korra. I'm trying to find the most polite way to say that this is the stupidest menu I've ever looked at. I can't go into my inventory. I can't even go to my arsenal without leaving the relay. But if I leave the relay, then I don't get to see the shop anymore. How am I supposed to compare notes as to what I want to sell versus what I own? That's so stupid. So if I want to check, do I have Cora Prime? Hey guys, do I have Cora Prime? Like, it's so stupid. Okay, I don't have Cora Prime. Jesus Christ. The fact that I had to leave the relay to figure that out is insane. All I can do is roll my eyes right now. If I go to gear, can I check that stuff through here? Oh, I'm frustrated right now. Depending on rarity, body shots do 125 to 138. Headshots insta-kill no matter the rarity. Dang, even with no shield, even if they didn't find a single mini, which I know isn't true because you spawn in with one now, even without a single mini, they'll still survive a body shot from a sniper. I don't know why the Fortnite developers just hate sniping. That's crazy to me. They really hate anyone who tries to be a successful sniper. Anyways, give me one moment. I have to now compare notes, which is going to make this frustrating. All right. We're living in the bad times. Okay. Can I be so honest with you, boys? I'm annoyed. This is the way I have to check whether or not I own these items. Like, the game should just tell me, do I have the Astilla Prime? I shouldn't have to then go to a different menu and check, oh, I do have the Astilla Prime. That's insane. So what is, like, the quickest way I can do this? Do I just write everything down and then double check on the other menu if I have it or not? This is such a waste of my time. I know I said in the last live stream we're taking a break after we finish all the Steam achievements in this game. This right here is why. This is goddamn why. This game knows how to piss me the fuck off. Alright, I'm breaking out a whiteboard. I'm literally getting a whiteboard, and we're gonna write down on the whiteboard everything I'm allowed to sell. And then I'll cross-reference. That's like insane. Here, give me a second. I need to grab something to erase the whiteboard with. There might be a faster way to do this, but there's no faster way to do it in the relay, at least. And the menu doesn't tell me if I own it or not. Like, this is such a huge quality of life oversight. I'm surprised they have not fixed this, especially because the game's been out for over a decade. And this isn't like the first TennoCon they've done. Like, they've been doing TennoCons for forever. Okay. We're just gonna do this in order. Aphentis. Akbolto. Akbronco. Anyways, while I'm writing up, we can talk about something else. In most cases, you can hit a body shot and then switch to an AR, finish them, but yeah, it's still a bit annoying. Yeah, especially because, like, when you're using the sniper, it's usually gonna be long range, and they got cover, so that finishing them off part's not exactly a guarantee. That's what I mean. I feel like I understand them not wanting to encourage snipers one-shotting in the body anymore, and just being able to randomly like get destroyed across the map. Like, that is not a fun gameplay loop. It's not fun gameplay to like randomly get deleted from the game from across the map. But also, like, the trade-off to sniping is you're very slow, you only have one bullet, and the lack of like reload speed, mobility, kind of makes yourself as a sniper an easier target. So you should be given, in my opinion, more damage for sniping. But maybe I just feel that way because I am biased towards sniping. It's crazy. I don't. Some of these I know I have, but some of these I can't remember, which makes it even more difficult to decide like what we're keeping, what we're getting rid of. Cernos. Roma. Cobra and Kane. Corinth Prime, I'm like 99% sure I have. It's funny. Corvus. Daikyu. Death Cube. Dual carries. Dual Zoran. Ember and Equinox. I might have one of those. I don't know. Probably not Equinox. I don't even think I have regular Equinox, let alone Equinox Prime. Euphona. Bang. Gregor. Pretty sure I have the Fullman Prime. Dude, my hand is cramping up. I'm typing all these fucking words down. Guando. Guandao, however you say that. Tire. Arrow. Helios and Hydroid. Districts. Kavasa. Aura. That's one we don't have. We learned that just today. No. Compressa. I have the regular Compressa. I don't think I have Compressa Prime. Ronin. We're only at the K's. Larkspur. Lex and Limbo. Cookie, Mirage, Nagantaka. Nautilus and Nidus. I'm so sorry, this is probably super boring, but there's no better way I can do this, chat. At least I don't think so. I'm like high-key annoyed right now at the game that I can't do this in the relay. Ninkandi. Octavia. Odinata. Darrow, Pangolin. Panthera, Paris. Riverdale. Phantasma. Protea. Quasus. Reaper. Shout out Overwatch. Redeemer. Revenant and Saren. Forge. Oh my god. Spira. Stradivar. Probably sound like a crazy person out of context reading off all of these like insane weapon names, Warframe names. Run Sybaris. Tatsu. I think I have the Tatsu. Oh, but it might be the regular Tatsu. Echo. Tenora and Tiburon. Tigress. Typedo. Daria. I don't even know how to say that. Vectus. Velox. Venka. Volnus. Volt. Worm. Saku. Ureli. Zooge. Psylocke. Alright. Now that we got all that written down, which took way too much time, let me just show you everything I had to write down just to figure out what we can sell and what we can get rid of. These are all the items in Warframes. All the weapons, all the Warframes. Now we're gonna go compare and contrast with our entire inventory. So exciting. So we'll go to an entire inventory and we're gonna search. Aphentis. We do not own the Aphentis, so we're gonna erase it off the board. I need to keep that item then. We can only sell items that we have. The Akbolto I do not own. So erase that off the board. Akbronco. I do not have. Erase it from the board. Axomati. I do not have. Let's erase it from the board. Alternox. No. Can't type. Ash. Ah. There's too many things here. I have regular Ash, but I don't have Ash Prime. Let me just go to Warframe. No. Astilla Prime we have. We can keep that on the board. Atlas. Do not have Atlas. Cannot sell that. Banshee. I have regular Banshee, but not Banshee Prime, so we have to keep that. How about Baruch? I'll have Baruch. Bratton. I have the Bratton Prime. We can sell that. Bronco. No. How about Caliban? No. I'm so sorry, chat. Alright, you know what might make this faster? I'm not going to erase them. Erasing them is what's slowing us down a lot. Instead, I'm just going to put an exclamation point next to the ones we can't sell. I realize the erasing part is really slowing us down. So, Carrier. I cannot sell. Yeah. I'm just going to put, like, an exclamation point or, like, a star next to the ones we can sell. Cedo. No. Cernos. No. Chroma. I can sell Chroma. Okay. Cobra and Kane. No. Corinth. Yes. Oh, you know what would be easier? What if I use a different color so it stands out even more? Let's use like orange for the star. Corinth. Corvus. No. Like you. No. Why is Death Cube not showing up? What if I go to Companions? Oh, I spelled it wrong. That's why. God damn it. No. Ducaris. No. Zorin. No. No one Ember. No one Equinox. Euphona. Oh my god, there's so many relics with the Fang in it, but that's a no. Ragor, no. Fullman, I have 2 of them, but that's a no. I don't have the Prime. God, that's so confusing. Ram. Wandao. I have the regular one, but not the Prime. Gyre. No. Harrow. I have a regular Harrow, but not Harrow Prime. What a shame. Helios. I can sell. Finally. It's been a while since we got one of those. Hydroid. I can sell. Back-to-back sells. Let's go, boys. Histrix. I have the regular one, not the Prime. Pavasa. No. Aura. No. Unlucky. I have the Nell. Good for me. I'm surprised by that one. Truthfully. Pressa. No. I thought I had that gun. I guess I don't. Cronin. No. Larkspur. No. Lex. I don't even have the regular Lex, but I also hate that weapon, so I'm not surprised. Limbo. No. Loki's a no. Raj is a no. Nagantaka's a no. Nautilus. We're back on a streak of bad luck here. No Nidus. Nkandi. No. I know I don't have Octavia. Why am I even checking? That's a no. No. Pandero, I have the regular, but not the Prime. Pangolin. No. Anthera. No. Paris. Don't have the Paris. I definitely at one point had the regular Paris, but I hated it, so I probably sold it. Perigale, no. I have the regular Phantasma, but not the Prime. Protea. Unlucky. We are really on a streak of bad luck here, guys. I have Saren Prime. That's a good one. We can sell that. I have have the regular Scourge, but not Scourge Prime. Spira. Stradivar. Strun. Sybaris. I have the deck Sybaris. Tatsu. Teko. Fenora. The regular one. I like that gun too. Tiburon. Tigris. Pipedo. Vendaria. Vectis. I'm surprised I don't have the Vectis. Velox. Or another streak of bad luck here. Venka is a no. Volnus. I have the regular one, but not the Prime. Volt. I have regular Volt, but not Volt Prime. That is so sad. Worm. I have regular Worm, but not Worm Prime. Zaku. That is a very sad no. Ureli. Dude, what is up with Final Fantasy X music being so weird? Ureli's a no. Zooch. This might be the first and last time we ever listen to Final Fantasy X's soundtrack on stream. Xylox and no. Alright, that's the last one we had to check. I'm so sorry that took so long, boys. Jesus Christ. That is my biggest quality of life complaint I've ever had in Warframe. It should not have taken me that long just to go through all the items I own and figure out which of them I have already obtained, mastered, and thus have duplicates of. Christ. Alright, let's see how much money we'll have after selling some of these items. I have a feeling it's not going to be a lot, which is kind of a bummer. Sell the Astilla items. Ratton. Sell. Chroma. That's 100 ducats. Not bad. Corinth. 45, okay. Helios. That's only 15. Lucky. Hydroid. Nell. We're not gonna have enough money for everything we need to buy. Holy, this is gonna be bad. The last one is Saren. Alright, boys, after 2 days of grinding, we don't even have enough money for the 2 items I want most, let alone the Prime mod. So, on our list, I have 9 items, but that was assuming we could buy everything I wanted. On that list of 9 items were 5 that I really, really wanted. You know, 9 wants, but 5 needs. We don't even have enough money for 2 of those 5 needs. 2 of those 5 items I need. And it's even more embarrassing when you word it in the phrasing of, we don't have enough money for 2 out of the 9 items I want. So, that's no good. The only solution then is we either keep playing, keep streaming, or I start selling items that I technically need. Like, these are items that I need to progress in the game. I don't want to do that yet. I don't want to start selling things that I need to progress, obviously. So, what I think I'm going to do instead, we'll play a little bit longer. We've only been live for like 2 hours, 15 minutes tonight. Maybe 2.5 hours, depending on where exactly we're at. It's kind of hard for me to estimate because the stream cut out earlier. So the stream is currently in 2 different segments. So I don't have an exact timer going. My clock is not completely correct. We'll keep streaming for a little bit longer. We've only been live for like a little over 2 hours. But eventually I'm going to have to hit a stopping point where I got to go to bed. And if we get to that point, we might be cooked. And we might have to start selling off items that we need in order to progress in this game. Which, if that happens, that sucks. That's just gonna suck. Plain and simple. That just is a bummer. But it's whatever. There's nothing we can do about that. Okay. Darn. Darn, darn, darn. Yeah, that's a darn shame. Alright, let's keep grinding fissures. 19 minutes left on this capture fissure. Let's keep grinding it out. I'm thinking to myself, realistically, I don't need the maybes. The maybes were prime Bane of Infested, prime Smite of Infested, which I even said in the moment were kind of silly mods that are so niche and specific that I don't care if I don't have them. They're mods that only increase your damage to infested enemies. So, for example, they would not increase the damage I'm doing in this mission, because this mission is against Grineer enemies. And therefore, to apply a mod to one of your weapons that only increases the damage to one enemy type when there's so many different enemy types in this game is kind of silly. But it also is helpful if you know that you're going to be grinding that type of enemy over and over and over again, like a lot in one stream, for example. So I could easily not pick up those mods. We also got Prime Steady Hands and Prime Convulsion, which helps you have less recoil on certain guns. I think the Convulsion was for shotguns, Steady Hand was for rifles. We can get rid of those. And then we can get rid of the other maybes that are on the board. But then there's at least like one mod that I really, really wanted to get tonight, and it was Primed Redirection. Like, how do I not have Primed Redirection? What is wrong with me? It's like a crime that I have never obtained. Primed Redirection in my 10 years playing this game. Well, I don't think we've been playing for 10 years. We've been playing for like 8 or 9 years. But still, it's a long time playing this game, and to never have obtained Prime Redirection is crazy. So confused. Sorry, I'm just thinking to myself and also trying to help out the teammate in our squad here. Because I think he's trying to like fight enemies by himself, but if he just runs towards extraction, he'll find reactant. He's MR 14. He should know better. Oh, brother. I really don't know what this guy's doing. There we go. Jesus Christ, took him long enough. Oh, it was worth it. We got a Tiburon Prime stock. That's 100 more ducats. That is huge for us boys. That's actually huge. Okay. We just got 100 ducats right there. That's amazing. It's everything we've ever wanted, everything we've ever needed. Let's go back to the relay for a second. Let's see where that puts us. Curious. Oh my god, I've been sitting for so long tonight. My knees were like buckled. Holy, I tried to stand for a second. I could not. Standing was not an option. Jesus. Alright, so if we sell that Tiburon Prime stock, where does that put us? Tiburon Prime stock. Music is creepy in the background. Oh my god. We have 1,155 ducats. That's enough for the Gotva Prime. For sure. But I don't think it's enough. It's not. We're going to be just a little bit short of the Prisma Lens, which is the last weapon we need. And we definitely need to buy both weapons. So we don't even have enough for our second item. We've only bought one item so far, this TennoCon. That's rough. I also can't leave. I'm trapped here. Yikes. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So, we at least have to keep playing until we get the Prime Lens. I might have to not only just give up on the 4 optional mods I wanted to buy, but also the 3 mods that I needed to buy. Like Prime Redirection, it might have to wait. Potentially a whole nother year. It might have to wait a whole nother year. That's rough. What a yikes. Sorry, I'm just a little sad thinking about it. But you know what? It's kind of my fault. I'm the one who decided to work like so much this past week. I knew TennoCon was happening this week, and I still picked up a ton of OT and worked like crazy. To be fair, work is definitely priority. All right, I should definitely say that first. Like, work is the priority over video games. But it's a bummer that I just worked all this OT the week of TennoCon, and now I could not fully get the most out of 2026 TennoCon. Like, this year's TennoCon was a bit lackluster for a guy like me. However, I have no one to blame but myself and my job. Unlucky. So unlucky. That's okay, though. At least we made a ton of money. And after this year, we can comfortably say that we will have unlocked. I got another Tenora Prime Barrel. That's crazy. Warframe is looking down upon me with blessings and good fortune and just joy. That's insane. I have no words for that. That's crazy. Anyways. Do we have enough money for the Prisma lens then? I think we do. Okay. Actually insane. Yeah, what I was trying to say before I got jump scared by the Tenora Prime Barrel is after this year, we can now officially say that we own every weapon from Barrow. So, like, for example, going into TennoCon 2027, we won't need to buy another weapon unless they add a new one to the game between now and then, which is likely possible. But that's just like 1 or 2 items we'll have to buy next year. So hopefully it won't be too much money. Another thing we'll definitely have to do between this year and next year is grind ducats ahead of time. So what really screwed me over is I did not grind before TennoCon. I did not grind it all before this week. What I almost need to start doing is between TennoCon 2026 and TennoCon 2027, I need to start grinding ducats almost like a year ahead, preemptively, so we can go into that TennoCon and just buy up all of the Prime mods that I don't have. And it'll be way less stressful than what yesterday's stream was supposed to be, what tonight's stream was. And we're not sitting here on stream like trying to do math and figure out what we can and cannot afford. We can just buy literally whatever we want. However, I might end the stream here. It's a little sad that we could only buy 2 items, but they were the 2 most important items. So I'm okay with that. We also got a couple other things from TennoCon. For example, we got some of the glyphs this year, which is fun. But yeah, otherwise, I think I'm gonna head out, end the stream here. Yeah. What a fun time. Yeah. I appreciate everyone who showed up to the stream tonight. Like I said, we definitely could have been more prepared for this year's TennoCon, but what did not help is I took a very long break from Warframe before this year, so I wasn't really able to grind ahead of this year. I hadn't played much Warframe before this year. We took a long break. Funnily enough, this is like the first TennoCon we've participated in the last couple years. If we go back to our ship, I know I said I was going to end the stream. Promise, this will be the last thing we do. If we go back to our ship, I actually have a poster in my ship from TennoCon 2018. Which one is it? This one 2018? No, that's 2020. I think that one's the 2018 poster. It's around here somewhere. I have a couple TennoCon posters on my ship. One of these posters is the 2018 poster. And that was the first TennoCon I ever participated in. And then I took a couple years off from Warframe. And this is our first year back. So we were part of, you know, Warframe for a couple years. We participated in TennoCon 2018, 2019, 2020. And after being a member of the community for a couple years straight, I took a couple years off. And this is our first TennoCon in quite some time, which was fun, but the one downside of that is I was not prepared. I definitely did not grind enough, and I did not get the most out of my experience. That's fine. If we come back next year, we'll be stronger, smarter, better. But anyways, I'm gonna head out here. I do wish you all the best. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I'll be back on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday with a variety stream. Potentially some Fortnite if we can get enough people online. Or who knows, maybe we'll do another chat interactive stream where either we're playing games with chat or letting y'all pick the game. We'll see. I truly have not decided what I want to play yet because I want to leave it up to the stars to decide, you know? I'll let the stars align, and if they align in such a way where we get enough people to play Fortnite, we'll play Fortnite. If they align in such a way where the chat wants to play Counter-Strike, we'll play Counter-Strike. Or maybe we'll end up playing Nintendogs on the DS. You'll never know, because I don't know. We'll find out on Sunday. Otherwise, have a wonderful night. I'll see you all there.